Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Marcy in the building once more, and today I'm gonna be making some cow foot and bean, some good Jamaican style cow foot and bean. As a young girl growing up, I wasn't a fan. My grandmother used to make it all the time, and I never like how it make my finger them stick together and my lip used to stick together too. It kind of glammy, so I never really like it. So make us see what I want for it today. All right. So right here guys, I have my pack of cow food that I'm gonna cook for myself and my mother. We're just gonna get it all clean up real nice, and we're gonna use some vinegar and some lemon, and clean it up real nice and make sure that it is nice and ready to go. All right. So as you can see, I'm inspecting this piece. I don't think I want to cook this piece, but if I had seen it, I would have asked the butcher to just cut off that wolf part, but I'm just gonna not cook it. All right. So I'm just gonna get my lemon and my vinegar and just clean up this real nice. All right, now that everything is nice and clean and looking fresh, we're gonna go in with our oxtail seasoning. And this oxtail seasoning is really nice, guys, and it has ginger in it. It has crushed pimentos, lots of flavor in this marinade. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of that, and then I'm gonna go in with my oxtail powdered seasoning, and I'm going to add a large tablespoon of that. Yeah, a heavy tablespoon of this seasoning. You want to make sure that it is well seasoned, guys, because it's going to be cooking for a while and you don't want it to come out fresh. All right, so after adding that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of my season to the bone. You remember the season that my friend brought from Jamaica? Yes, I'm going to add a teaspoon of that. And now I am going with a little spicy seasoning. It's a Cajun seasoning, just a little bit, just a dash. And then I'm gonna just rub it up and add my garlic and also a little bit of browning. You don't want to add too much browning because this is very tricky. If you add whenever you add the browning, it's gonna seem as if there is none, and then you might constantly add because it's mostly bone and skin, so it's not gonna take the color as you would have wanted it. Like if you were cooking chicken, the chicken would have absorbed the browning, but this won't. So you're just gonna add a little. You don't want to add too much because it's gonna make your meat bitter. All right, so after adding the browning and the garlic, we're just gonna head over to the stove. So after adding my minced garlic, I'm over by the stove. The pot is already hot, so I just added my oil, and now we're gonna braise the cow foot. We're gonna braise it for about 5 minutes, using the spoon to stir it in the oil, and then we're gonna cover it for just a little bit. So now I'm just going to cover this on low heat just to make sure that all the seasoning and the herbs get to infuse, just for a couple minutes, and then we're just going to add the water. And we're just going to add the water and allow it to boil because I'm going to cook this in the pressure cooker. You can slow cook it, but it's going to take a long time, and nobody have time for that right now. So what I'm gonna do is just add my water, and as soon as the water starts to boil, I just add it to the pressure cooker. So while it's boiling, I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare my ground seasoning. I have my scallion, onion, thyme, and my peppers because I want this to be nice and spicy. So now that it starts to boil, I'm gonna add it to the pressure cooker. That way it can start to pressure right away. All right, so we're just gonna transfer our scallion and onion, thyme, all of that good stuff in there. And also my bean is not the tin bean, it's uncooked, so I'm gonna add it in here because this bean takes a long time to cook. So I'm just gonna rinse it and throw it in there as well. So here are my beans. We're just gonna rinse them and put them in there. You can put as much bean as you like. There is no limit, so you can go ahead and put your desired amount, and this takes a while to cook just as the cow food, so it's gonna be perfect to just pressure both of them all at the same time. That way the beans can also absorb all the good flavor. So I gave it 25 minutes, and as you can see the beans are not cooked and also the cow foot is not cooked. So I gave it 15 more minutes and here it is, it's ready. So I'm gonna finish cooking it on the stove just to get the nice gravy. I'm just adding a little bit more flavor, a little more scallion and thyme, and just a little bit of browning to add some color to the gravy, not much. I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of ketchup. You don't want the ketchup to take away the flavor, just a little bit for the ketchup lovers in the building. Yeah, just a tablespoon, and that's it. And the beans were cooking real nice. Everything, it does need to cook down to gravy now, and we're ready. So to get my desired gravy like consistency, what I'm going to do is leave it open so that most of the liquid can reduce. Alright, so I'm also going to add another Scotch bonnet pepper, just a whole one. We're not going to cut it or anything, we just need the flavor, the added flavor to the gravy. So I left it open, and yeah, it's ready guys, it's ready. Here it is. I'm going to present it on a plate for you, so don't go anywhere, stay put. So there you have it guys, Howwerowe cooks Jamaican style cow foot and bean with some white rice on the side, a little vegetables on the side as well. If you don't want any white rice, you can have this with some nice green bananas and dumplings, or you can also go for rice and peas, whatever suits you. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, please go ahead and grant me that courtesy. All right, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you guys in my next video.